What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for Wes Anderson's latest film, The Phoenician Scheme. I did see his previous film, Asteroid City, which I didn't really care for, to be all that honest with you. I think that movie was pretty inside baseball. If you aren't a fan of any of Wes Anderson's films, I don't think that one is going to be for you because there's a lot of extra nonsense, I think, in that film. And this film, I think, follows more in the stead of the Grand Budapest Hotel and Moonrise Kingdom, where there's actually a story that's unfolding at a pace and in a way that you'd expect. In Asteroid City, I didn't feel much of a plot. This film, there's plot, and I liked the story for what it was, and Benicio Del Toro's character. I liked watching him, and I liked his performance. I thought he was great in the film, but I didn't care about him. His character is so ridiculous and powerful, and it seems like he can't be killed. In a sense, he can't, and I think that made me kind of not care about him as much, and it made the whole thing feel very dreamlike and very dream sequence-esque, which I think is something that Asteroid City also felt like a lot of the time. But I liked a lot of the scenes in the film. I do think it's entertaining, and as a Wes Anderson film, I think it's okay. I think it goes in the category of the good ones. I haven't seen all of his movies, but I didn't really like Asteroid City. I didn't really find myself liking Isle of Dogs that much either. So this can kind of go into the category with Grand Budapest and Moonrise Kingdom. I don't think this is as good as those films, but I think it's okay. And if you're a Wes Anderson fan, I think you're gonna... This just seems like another one to add to the collection. It wasn't anything special, but it was another good Wes Anderson film. So I think it's going to go into that category. Is this going to go on to get Oscar nominations? I don't think so. Unlike Grand Budapest Hotel, which I think is his most acclaimed film, and it's my favorite film of his. I just rewatched it within the past week to get back into the Wes Anderson sort of feel, and I like that film a lot. I don't quite love it. I think it's focused more than these other films, and this film is focused, surely, but it does veer off into Wes Anderson quirks throughout. I think the side cast is great. Everybody that you would expect to show up in one of these films shows up in weird little quirky roles. And I think Jeffrey Wright had the best side character for me. I think his performance in this was great. He was actually funny in this movie, and I liked what he did. I liked his role. But the lead, too, the father and the daughter, who's the nun, you don't really care about them. I didn't care about them. I liked the performances, but I really didn't care about them. You know who I cared about, and I think who was the standout of the film? Michael Cera as Bjorn, whatever his name is. He is so good in this movie. He's giving so many different versions of dialogue. Alexandre Desplat did the score to the film, and he won his first Oscar for the Grand Budapest Hotel. That is an Oscar-winning film, including for Best Original Score. And then he won his second Oscar working with Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water. I don't think he's going to get an Oscar nomination for this. I think it's one of his weaker scores. Not a bad score. The Phoenician Scheme is a film that I didn't really care about the story. I wasn't really invested into it, but I was certainly interested to see what was going to happen next. So I liked it. I didn't love it. So I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars as a film. If I never see this again, and if I'm going to rewatch a Wes Anderson film, it's not going to be this one. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching my review. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for a bunch of reviews coming in the future, including a big review for the upcoming live action, How to Train Your Dragon. Very excited to see that. And also, you can check out our reviews up on the channel now, including a review for the 30th anniversary of the Disney classic, Pocahontas. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Phoenician Scheme. And until next time, over and out.